Elizabeth Hurley appears to have no problem showing off her body, but is now facing backlash for it. The 55-year-old model, wow, she looks fantastic. She recently posted these photos on Instagram, okay, wearing a fur coat, hopefully a faux one, and little else. She captioned the post writing, "How could I resist?" Well, it looks like Piers Morgan couldn't resist. Commenting on the photos during his show, Good Morning Britain, watch.
Your 18-year-old, 19-year-old son, you said, took the pictures? A bit creepy. What is all this? It's what we call it in the business. I call it thirsty. It's a bit creepy.
Okay, so Liz did clear the air about the suggestion that her 18-year-old son was behind the camera. She posted this tweet saying it was actually her 80-year-old mom who took the pics. Why Erica, in your opinion, why the criticism on Elizabeth Hurley? She looks fantastic. She's 55. Is there ever an age where you're too old to be doing this, or no?
I think we've all earned the right to do what we want to do with our bodies and express ourselves the way that we see fit. But it's not surprising coming from Piers Morgan. I guess he would be able to identify thirst since his entire career has been a giant thirst trap. The idea of trolling.
You're
All
right.
he does is troll.
I agree.
I swear every night he must go to bed and be like, what can I say that'll really outrage? I mean, my background's in morning radio. I understand back in the day we used to call it a shock jock. We get it, Piers. We get it.
I'm going to ask Sam and Erica, you guys break down this logic for me because I don't get it. We all grew up with talk shows. Remember back in the day where they'd be like fat to fit, and they would take somebody for like 60 days. The swan. But like
swan.
Somebody would be like 300-400 pounds, and then they come out to the audience and reveal, and they'd have lost weight, and the audience would clap. So you get claps when you were formerly big, and now you're skinny. That's okay. But if you're in shape, and you just kind of stayed in shape, then you're being thirsty. I don't understand why sometimes it's literally applauded, and then other times it's bemoaned like
why are you trying to make sense out of nonsense? Like you are actively trying to make sense out of nonsense.
Erica, a lot of people, men and women, looked at that photo and was like, that's inappropriate.
A lot of people, nonsensical people. Like,
True.
Okay, just ask. I'm just going to ask this: out of everything that is happening in the world, he is focused on Elizabeth Hurley's 18-year-old son's feelings based on a photo that she posted on social media.
That he took.
Everything. I mean,
he did not take it.
Oh, I thought he said he was behind the camera.
No,
nonsense.
She updated it.
I would take that picture of my mom. I'd be like, my mom looks super dope.
Yeah, you'd be proud, but that's not what happened.
No, you wouldn't.
I swear to God.
No, you wouldn't.
I swear, Jeff.
And something falls out, and you see some.
Look, man,
it's a feeding tool.
No, it's not a feeding tool.
Don't
You're not
ruin it.
taking naked pictures of your mom. That's weird.
That's not naked pictures, but look.
She's one little slit away from getting it out there.
But what if it was, who's the guy that plays Wolverine? Hugh Jackman. Okay. Well, he's around the same. How old is he? He's around that age.
Probably.
And he has an 8-pack and he flexes. Why can't? What's the
agree.
difference?
There's a double
I don't think anyone's
standard.
arguing with you. I think
know,
what
I'm just trying to
Erica's
yell.
saying, what Erica's saying is Piers Morgan, but he's doing what Piers Morgan does.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about him, which is giving him even more clout, right? So he's doing what he does. He doesn't mean it. He's saying it because he knows people are going to talk about
But Jeff,
it. Like
I do think
I
do think a lot of people feel like him only about Elizabeth Hurley, but not when they see Hugh Jackman.
Look at that picture. Tell me somebody feels like some sort of way that they don't think she looks fantastic.
Of course
But they think she's a mom and she
because
shouldn't
they
be
hate
doing
themselves. They don't hate her. They hate themselves. They're looking in the mirror and they hate who they see in the mirror. And they're like, well, Elizabeth Hurley, I hate her too. That's what it is.
They think it's inappropriate for a mother to be
That's
posing
what I think
that
it
way.
is.
And I don't know where that comes from.
With Jeff, they're projecting. Jeff's right. That is a projection. It is a projection, and that's all it is.
Yeah.
It's all it is.
She inspires me, man. If I can look like that in 10+ years, yes.
And I think there's a lot of women that look like that. I used to go to Soul Cycle and there'd be like, Jeff.
No.
Between Pilates, Soul Cycle, man.
Put that picture up again. She's 55 years old. How many 55-year-olds do you think is okay?
She looks fantastic.
All right, let's just leave that up and keep going to the next story.
I'm just keep being told let's move on. Yeah, she looks fantastic.
Leave this up while we talk about the next story.
I believe she also has a swim line, so perhaps she's trying to sell some suits.
Perhaps, Sam?
You go, Elizabeth.
She forgot half of it.
Okay.